This is a list I'm not supposed to have, and you're not supposed to see. It's a list of 7,200,000 voters. Maybe you're on the list. If your name's on this secret list, your ballot can get canceled. Legally, this is no joke. Why? Because you've been accused of voting twice. Who in the world would be so devious, so slithery and deceitful that they would accuse millions of Americans of committing the felony crime of voting many times?
This voting system is out of control. You have people, in my opinion, that are voting many, many times.
Voting many times, Donald? You claim millions of Americans commit voter fraud? That's how they plan to steal this election. How do I know? How do I get these lists? I'm Greg Palast. I'm an investigative reporter. Back in 2000, I was working for BBC Television, and I uncovered a list of 56,000 black men and women who were scrubbed off the voter rolls of Florida. That list stole the presidency for George W. Bush. Now, in 2016, I've uncovered a list that's bigger, that's nastier, and that stinks of the worst Jim Crow trickery. The trick is called Crosscheck, and it's ethnically cleansing the voter rolls of 29 states, mostly controlled by Republicans, including the swing states of Ohio and North Carolina. They simply find a voter who has your first and your last name. Then you and the other Maria Hernandez both lose your votes, even if your middle names are different. Even if you're father and son, they're going to take away your vote. So how would Crosscheck steal an election? I'll check out the names on the list. Hernandez, Wong, and nearly 250,000 Jacksons. In other words, voters of color. In the swing state of Virginia, they've already removed the voting rights of 41,000 Americans, accused of the crime of voting twice, yet they haven't arrested one. In 1965, Martin Luther King and a courageous few gave their blood to win the Voting Rights Act. Then, in 2013, the act was gutted. The result? Crosscheck. When Crosscheck rolls out to the other states, 1 million of you will lose your right to vote this November. That means more than swiping the White House. It means swiping control of the House and Senate. That's their real goal. Want to know who's behind this ugly business? A small circle of men who believe their billions are worth more than your ballot. Black votes matter. Asian votes matter. Latino votes matter. Your vote matters. But not to these guys. With this Crosscheck list, they're going to take us back 50 years to the time when your right to vote was determined by the color of your skin. This is lynching by laptop. But instead of white sheets, they're using spreadsheets. Let's expose it. Then we can stop it.